Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my last video predictions video for the first half of The Walking Dead Season 8, because this one is for the mid-season finale, Season 8, Episode 8. It's called How It's Gotta Be. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen The Walking Dead up to current date, which is up to The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 7, Time for After. So I did the review earlier for Time for After. It's in the channel right now, and I'll have it listed in the end videos for you guys, giving away the last t-shirt I have for this half season for the giveaways in the review. So make sure after this one you check out the review, leave a comment, and be subscribed so you can enter. Winner chosen at random. So for this one, How It's Gotta Be, the mid-season finale. So it's pretty crazy. Should say this straight away that we're almost all the way through the first half of The Walking Dead Season 8 already. I mean, it has been an insane half. Even Episode 7, you know, the last maybe 20 minutes of that episode was just amazing. So this season has just been crazy so far. I've really been enjoying it, and this might go down as my favorite season ever. So for the mid-season finale, How It's Gotta Be. First off, the title. So the title, How It's Gotta Be, it really reminds me of something Negan would say. You know, it's something like if Rick was, negotiating with Negan or something, Negan would just say, no, this is just, it's how it's got to be, right? Kind of one of those things where it's like, there is no door number 4. It just sounds like one of those kind of quips or just kind of sayings that Negan would kind of, JDM would deliver, and, it's kind of, fun way that he usually does these kind of things. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be something that he'll say, this is how it's got to be. So what we got to see at the end of Episode 7 was a pretty quick setup for this mid-season finale, and that is that it appears the Saviors have taken care of their zombie problem and maybe looking to counterattack in the mid-season finale. So that should be really exciting if that's what we get to see. We did hear on the radio, Rick radios at the end of Episode 7 to try to hear if anybody else is within range, and he gets nothing. He gets nothing on the radios from any of the people that were watching the sanctuary, from anybody that was keeping it pinned down, and Morgan, the others that were around. They don't hear anything. So it's going to be exciting to find out and to see what happened there. And, are Negan and the Saviors already out of the sanctuary? Have they left? Have they headed towards, one of the other locations for a counterattack, such as Alexandria or the Hilltop or the Kingdom? Alexandria would definitely make sense, because that is, Negan refers to Rick right now as kind of like the leader of this whole thing, and even when he's talking with Eugene or the others, he refers to this as kind of like Rick, because Rick is kind of the overarching leader of the other side right now, be it despite, Kingdom, Hilltop, Alexandria kind of almost being equal, but really Negan regards Rick as the organizer for this whole thing. So will Negan go straight at Alexandria in this mid-season finale? It could be really exciting to see if that's what happens. This is an extended episode, so heads up for that. That should be really great to get an episode and a half here, because we're getting almost like an extra half an hour of the episode. You got to factor in commercials, but it's like an episode and a half, so it should be really great. And in the promo, so the promos and the sneak peek, you can kind of see that, again, we're going to be following a lot of different spots in the episode. It won't just be focused on one location, which is awesome. The synopsis reads, every story and battle from the first half of the season comes crashing together. So it sounds like we're going to see Alexandria probably, the Saviors, Rick, the Scavengers, maybe what's left of the Kingdom, meaning like Morgan, Carol. There's not much left of the Kingdom. Maggie and some of the Hilltop, some of the group from the Hilltop heading out. They do see in the sneak peek one of the trees is down. The sneak peek is, do you think they will surrender? You've got Jesus and Maggie talking with each other, saying, do you think they'll surrender? Maggie says they will, eventually. Not now. Would we give up that quick? And pretty much the answer to that is no. They would, or they just need to run out of food, water, and then choices, and then they'll have to surrender. So then you have them driving driving. Maggie says to slow down. There's a tree in the road that wasn't there before, and she says it's them. So they must have escaped, or they must, at least some of them, must have gotten out of the sanctuary alive. And it also does look like maybe we'll see some battles take place at night here, because it does look to be dark when they're filming this one. So it should be pretty cool. And you have Carl, who says at the end of the promo that all we have to do, or all we need to do, is survive tonight. There's also a part with Carl here where it looks like he's getting some supplies together, and he says, get the guns and get away on foot. So it sounds like they may abandon ship for Alexandria in this one. Now, if we look at it like this, Rick and the scavengers are at the sanctuary, so they're kind of there getting ready to go in, being shot at, fighting a battle there. But if the rest of the Saviors have left and have headed towards Alexandria, then they may be kind of left with hardly any defenses there. Or you may have Daryl and some of the others, Morgan and the other little group that maybe has headed back, but you certainly would not have the scavengers there ready to defend the place like we saw at the end of Season 7. So it could be very exciting to see what happens if Negan and the others are attacking there when Rick and the others aren't there. So that could be really exciting, or there's just maybe a few of them there. Negan and the Saviors definitely could have the upper hand with that one, because it really feels like Rick and the others have lost kind of control of having them pinned down when they ran the truck through. So at first it seemed like running the truck through was a great idea, but now it's like, not so sure. Maybe somehow the walkers got pinned in there, or they shot them down, and then they were able to kind of the Saviors were able to get over that kind of being pinned in, and kind of get over that fear, because they had to, they were forced to, and then them kind of going out and realizing, oh, okay, well, yeah, we have lots of guns, and so we can just shoot all the zombies dead and get out of here. So maybe they should have just opened the door sooner or something. So then we have Daryl to Michonne, who says it worked. We'll go in and tell them to give up. So we're not sure exactly where that is. I can't tell from the background if they're kind of outside the sanctuary there, or if they've headed back to Alexandria or something like that. Not sure. So we'll have to see about that. But as we saw from Rick's perspective, that it doesn't look like that. So maybe the first part of the episode we will see in episode 8 will be kind of showing what happened, how the Saviors left, or how they got out of there. Daryl and the others scrambling and trying to get back or something when they're kind of coming out. And, then we'll kind of catch up. The time will sync later. And then Rick and the scavengers might eventually get back to the others at the end of the episode. Meanwhile, Negan and the Saviors may have already attacked Alexandria, destroyed the place, and left or something. So, which could be really exciting. Then we have Daryl throwing like some kind of thing in the road, like a bomb or something, looks like. So we're going to have to see what happens with that, and if that's against some Saviors that are on the road or something. Maybe he's tracking them or something. I'm not sure. We'll see. Eric sees someone kind of coming out, so he's out there too with Enid, actually. And you've got Carol running, so we don't know exactly how the Kingdom is going to work in this situation. Let's hope that Negan and the Saviors don't attack Alexandria and then go for the Kingdom, because the Kingdom is really low right now in terms of numbers. They do not have a whole hell of a lot to defend themselves. So if Negan and the Saviors were to do that and just kind of avoid Rick and the scavengers, they might be able to kind of dance around a bit here and cause some serious damage and take some prisoners. And then we might have to see some kind of trade later between some of the Saviors at the hilltop and then maybe the Kingdomers. Well, we'll have to wait and see, man. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a very exciting mid-season finale, and really for me is going to cement whether or not this is my favorite half ever. Right now, it's close to being one of my favorite. It's probably right up there as one of the best halves of the show, first halves, with maybe season 6, season 5, season 3. It's really high up there right now because it's just been such an exciting half. So in terms of predictions, I do think we will see a couple deaths in this one. We'll have to see. No idea who it's going to be, so we're going to see. And yeah, it should just be really exciting. Maybe some parts of the comic adapted for the attack or something. So we'll see that, but we won't get into that too much because we don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't read the comics. But should be an explosive mid-season finale. It should be good. So let me know what you guys think. think. Write your comments below. What do you think is going to happen this mid-season finale? Are you hyped for it? Are you excited for it? And send me your questions for this week's Q&A, guys, as well as checking out the review in the end screen credits here for you. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at the bottom to enter in the giveaway and the review. Check out the review to leave a comment to enter that. And that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon. Well, I hope you're wearing your subscribing pants.
What?
Your subscribing pants. Because you're going to subscribe to this channel wearing those pants.